Okay, well, that brings us into our next topic. Should the NBA season be salvaged or should it be canceled? What do you guys think?
Um, I think if so, usually the season opens in October. If the I think honestly it should be the players' decision because it's gonna be their off season, and if they want to continue it starting from the playoffs because regular season is done, that ship has sailed. If they want to continue it starting from playoffs, the players should decide, and then they should just do playoffs until about before October when the actual season starts and see if they can get like a month off. But if it reaches all the way to past June, I think they should just forget about it because there's no point of ruining two seasons just to save one season.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of agree with that they should do whatever it takes to get the season finished because I think it would really suck for the teams that were ready to win a championship. Like teams like the Clippers, like it would seem like it was their year. And of course, the Clippers' misfortunes, the season got canceled basically. But
Are you high?
I've what?
The team that was gonna win, the Clippers misfortune. What are you saying?
I said the team that was suited to win the championship. One of the teams, the Clippers. Anyway, there's been all kinds of talks of what to do with the season, with players-wise. There's been talks of resuming the season, or at least starting the playoffs, and on a cruise ships. You know how in Las Vegas they have all those basketball courts there. They were gonna like rent out hotels and just have the players there play in front of no one. I know Dana White for the UFC, he's talked about buying an island and just having his fights right there. I don't know how that would work with the NBA because you would have to create courts and stuff, and I don't know if anyone. It would be kind of weird just playing on an outside court on an island. I don't know. That would be kind of weird to see for the NBA. But
I think those are pretty like awesome alternatives that they're coming up with so far. I think those are all like really cool ideas. As thinking about like should they bring back the season, I kind of hope they do. But like you guys are saying, they shouldn't try to jeopardize like the season going forward. Obviously, if it's gonna come into like contact with the next season, then it's obviously like not worth trying to save the rest of this one. But if they can do it, I think they should. And I think like the cruise ship and like other ideas like the island, like those are pretty awesome ideas. It's just more like you also have to think about like the families, like how are they going to implement like everyone's families and stuff too, because I doubt it would just be these players going off, like only the players and only they get to be on this island where they're doing whatever. Like obviously they'd want to bring their families, their kids and stuff like that too. So you kind of have to think like what are they going to do like with their families and stuff.
I honestly think this is all stupid and a lie. Stupid because NBA is about the fans. Sorry to tell you this. Imagine watching a basketball game without fans. That just sucks the whole life out of it. If there's no fans, I don't think they should do it. There's no.
I mean, yeah, I think we've all seen the videos of like Kawhi's shot against the Sixers and like with no one there and it's just all quiet and it's just like sneakers.
That would not be worth it.
It wouldn't have the same emotion. So especially NBA playoffs, you need the emotion of the fans there. The players feed off of that.
Yeah.
And you see all the time. I remember, I think it was either the Heat or I forgot who, but Kevin Hart was talking about the Sixers against someone's team. I think it was against Dwayne Wade, and he got Dwayne Wade so mad that Dwayne Wade had to put the Sixers away. I just remember like players feed off of fans, like especially on away games when fans are heckling them and everything. They internalize that and they're like, okay, well you're gonna be talking like this to me. Well, I'm just gonna have to put your team away.
I think. Continue.
No, I'm done.
No, even on like the lowest of like when you think about like athletics, like we all played in high school. So like even like just feeding off the high school crowd, like you can imagine like on the level that's like for like a professional athlete. So like it's kind of like taking something away from the game when you're not able to like interact with fans and stuff at games. I feel like.
Mhm. And also, I say it's just not gonna happen because this whole like the Dana White Island thing, the cruise ship thing. I think these are all just like they're just giving us hope. They're giving us hope for something that's never gonna happen. I
I
do
mean,
not
the
believe
NBA is not saying it. It's just people saying that these have been
exactly
explored.
like they're not gonna purchase an island. Come on now for a freaking season. They're not gonna cruise ship. Come on, we know what happens when you go to a cruise ship right now. They're not about to go on a no player in their right mind is going on a cruise ship. Come on now. So I honestly think this season's either over or yeah, this season's over. That's mostly it. I hope I'm just saying I want it to be this way because I'm hoping, but in reality, if we look at the facts, this season's over.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to say it, but today was supposed to be the first day of NBA playoffs.
Yeah, season's over.
And honestly, there have been talks of also not having an NFL season or even collegiate sports seasons in the fall too. So I don't think if those things don't start, I don't see how the NBA would resume.
I'm just mad we missed March Madness. March Madness is
it was Oregon's year. It was Oregon's year on the men's and women's side. That's all I can say.
You're high.
Sabrina was on a revenge tour.
You're high.
Payne Pritchard, he was about that. That's all I can say.
Whatever you want to tell yourself. All right, let's move on.
Kentucky, I don't see Kentucky doing anything.
All right, let's move on. You're high.
All right, so who is your guys' MVP for this season?
As of right now, I'm at a crossroads because I still can't pick between Giannis and LeBron. But at the same time, I would have liked the season to end before I had to pick because I feel there's always like almost a clear-cut winner at the end of the season because prior to the season ending, we tend to like live on hype and all that. So as of right now, if I had to go with someone, I would still say that what's his name? I would say Giannis probably has the edge for LeBron by a little, but I feel like if the season were to keep going and end, LeBron might have taken over the MVP.
Okay, Harold, who's your MVP?
No, I agree with that actually. I agree with that. I think it was really close. I think LeBron was starting to come on more as the season was going on, and I think he was making more of a push. Like Aaron was saying, I think it would have been better if we got to see how towards the end of the season what LeBron would have been playing like, and maybe we would have been able to make a better judgment. But like what Giannis has done is incredible, so it's hard to deny him that stat or those like accolades anyway. So I think you have to kind of give it to Giannis just for what he's been doing. If the season is to end like how it's supposedly ending, I think you have to give it to Giannis.
I mean, what happened to your king, Aaron? What happened to you guys' king? You guys were.
No one ever said. We're just stating the facts.
LeBron, but
we're just stating the facts.
I agree. I agree with you guys. It's obviously Giannis. He has the best team. Once again in the NBA, he was leading them to the finals, I believe. He got his first like little taste of defeat last year against Kawhi, and now he wants to run it back. And he has shooters around him with Dante DiVincenzo, the Lopez brothers. They can stretch the floor. They're one of the best centers to stretch the floor in the league. It's dangerous to leave them out. It's just crazy how much they can stretch the floor. And Giannis, he was really about it that season. So I think he was a clear-cut MVP. You could make an argument for LeBron, but people forget. I don't know if people will really talk about this, but he ages like wine. Like he honestly does. Like I don't think I've ever seen any player in any sport age as well as LeBron has aged. Honestly, you could say that he's added more components to his game more than any player has. And it's amazing to see how much he's evolved from entering the league into now, into where he at in his life.
You could say he's the king of Akron.
Born December 30th,
The
1984.
one Gloria James.
He ain't the king of nothing.
But at the same time, I can understand the Milwaukee Bucks making the final, but we also have to bring in consideration. I'm thinking back, and I think this may be. Correct me if I'm wrong. This may be one of the weakest, other than the Bucks. This may be the weakest the East has ever been.
I mean, the East has been weak for a while now. I mean,
no, the East has been weak since LeBron left. Call it for what it is. The
LeBron
East has been weak.
He was in a
LeBron
weak East
left.
as well. He was in
But
a
yeah,
weak East
no.
as
He
well.
was in a weak East, but he was he was the strong team because he was there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And no one wanted to go to the East because he was there. Let's call it for what it is.
Because exactly. No one wanted to go to the East alone.
Uh-huh.
All right, so we're all in agreement that Giannis, the GOAT, the Greek freak. All right, so what are you guys' thoughts on?